because they show faith on me since the beginning. And I want to thank also my teammates, my manager, my coach from the previous club, because with them, season after season, they raise me up, and it's the reason that's why I'm here today. I want to thank all the Football Writers Association for being here tonight. For those who have voted for me, it's special because I couldn't say I'm the best player, but to be here, it's a really huge honor. Thank you to everyone, and have a good night.
Hello all, and welcome back for another episode. In this episode, I'll be looking into N'Golo Kante and why you cannot hate this man, regardless of who you support. As always, if you do enjoy this video, please do give it a like and subscribe to help the channel out, and let's get straight into it. N'Golo Kante is widely recognised as one of the greatest central midfielders of his era. His relentless hard work, stamina, tackling and interceptions has proven critical in his team's success, whether that was at Leicester City, Chelsea and even the French national team. However, aside from his footballing ability, his personality and humble nature is what makes even the most heated rival fan to pause for a moment to actually appreciate him, even if he doesn't play for his team. Only a very few select players possess this quality, and I can honestly say I've yet to meet any fan who has had a bad word to say about N'Golo Kante. So, why can't you hate on this man? Well, the first reason is due to his most humble beginning. Kante to a poor family who migrated to France in search of a better life. Kante was the oldest of 4 children and unfortunately lost his father from a young age, putting a huge burden on his shoulders to help care for his family. His understanding of hard work began early on as he worked as a trash picker whilst his mother worked as a cleaner to try and keep their family afloat in the absence of Kante's father. He would often walk hours on end to try and find rubbish which he could potentially take to recycling firms to make extra money. In 1998, when the World Cup was going on in France, Kante continued working around the stadiums and hotels collecting rubbish, saving up the little money he was making. After France won the World Cup, the nation rejoiced and a new France was born, one filled with more hope than ever, even for the country's trash pickers who no doubt had much higher dreams. The French team who won the World Cup had African migrants such as Lilian Thuram, born in Guadeloupe, Marcel Desailly, born in Ghana, and Patrick Vieira, born in Senegal, proving to be role models for a young Kante. After the World Cup, football became even more of an obsession for Kante, and this is where his journey to becoming a footballer began. Aged just 8, he joined a local team called Suresnes in Paris. He was one of the smallest in his team, but also already one of the hardest working. His small frame meant the big teams didn't take notice of him, with his assistant manager Pierre saying, Kante remained outside the radar of big teams because of his small stature appearance. Back then he would perform tackles all day, take the ball from one end of the pitch and would carry it to the other length of the field. That was his private training routine taught by no one. This quote still resembles true now and is very evident in his style of play. Kante's humility and focus helped him achieve success early on, with one of his teammates saying, Kante was 3 years younger than us, yet he was already playing with us. We were playing against a local team and he came on 10 minutes from the end. He was smaller than everyone, yet no one could get past him. Even when his team started winning trophies and celebrated, Kante would often be left out due to his shy nature, not wanting any attention thrust upon him. He was someone who would rather watch from the back, rather than be the one lifting the trophy. It's amazing to see history repeat itself when a similar situation arose, which I will touch on later on in this video. As time passed, Kante's loyalty and respect to his team and manager continued to grow, and as he got older, he began to train some of the younger kids for a bit of money. After working hard on his craft, he made the move to Boulogne in 2010. Despite becoming a professional, Kante was smart enough to hold a diploma in accounting in case things didn't work out. He then later joined Caen, becoming more widely recognised for his energetic displays covering every blade of grass. You can't hate on Kante, well, because he's fantastic at his craft. His talents caught the attention of Premier League side Leicester City when he joined for around £6 million, surely one of the best signings ever. He became a key member of the squad and helped them lift their one and only Premier League title, something which nobody would have imagined. His success and dominance in the league caught the attention of league rivals Chelsea, who he joined for 32 million, whereby he again helped them to win the league in his first season there. Another reason to love Kante is, well, because when he first joined, he thought it was normal to run to training. According to The Guardian's Daniel Taylor, Kante reckoned it was possible to run to training every day and had to be persuaded that it wasn't usually done that way in the Premier League. In today's game, where even the most average professional footballer probably has a top of the range car, Kante has remained rather modest and humble. Instead of buying a Ferrari or a Lamborghini or any other fancy sports car, Kante continues to drive his Mini Cooper. Fame has definitely not gotten to his head, and even after he was involved in a crash on his way to Stamford Bridge, Kante drove it to train 2 days later with the wing mirror held on by tape and the front wheel arch still missing. When France won the World Cup in 2018, with all the players fighting to lift the trophy and celebrate, Kante, like he did all those years ago in his childhood club, was in the back, not wanting to be the focus of attention. His shyness was so extreme, his teammate Steven Nzonzi had to arrange for him to get the trophy, noticing his teammate's shyness. Another teammate, Oliver Giroud, also added he was too shy to say, "It's my turn to hold the cup," so he just stood there and looked at the trophy from a distance. Sometimes people came in front of him. Kante has proven shyness is not a barrier to success. Imagine you've just won the World Cup, and your reserved and calm nature means you are just patiently waiting, biding your time, not pushing in or making a fuss. What a man he is. Another reason you can't hate Kante is because he literally will spend time and treat everyone the same, regardless of their stature. In 2018, having missed his Eurostar train to Paris after Chelsea's 4-1 win over the Cardiff City, Kante googled and then visited a local mosque in King's Cross, where an Arsenal fan, Rahman Jalil, picked up the courage to invite him to his house. He probably expected the politest of refusals, but Kante actually took up the offer and spent 2 hours with Badlour and his friend. Badlour said, "It's Islamic teaching to invite guests to your house for dinner, so I asked him. He came with me and my brother because he was on his own and said he was only going to go home anyway. He beat us all at FIFA and then we watched Match of the Day. It was a really nice evening." When Chelsea were asked about this, a spokesman later confirmed the story, adding, "That's typical N'Golo Kante." Kante's personality and appreciative nature has resonated well with everyone. In interviews, he's always smiling and happy, and you can sense he has a genuine appreciation for the lucky position he has found himself in. He said, "We are lucky to be playing football for a living. For me, this is what I always wanted to do. To get to this level is all down to Allah's blessing. There are millions of people out there who every day want to get this opportunity to do the work we are doing, and it's a short career. That is why I give my all at every given opportunity. To play for your nation on the world stage is worth more than money can ever buy, and I get to do that, so I am very fortunate." So yeah, this is why you cannot hate N'Golo Kante regardless of who you support. Football needs more players like Kante, and the world for sure needs more people like him to make it a better place. I'm going to leave you with some more quotes from those close to Kante, but as mentioned earlier, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you again on Football Scope in the future.
N'Golo Kante, ba la 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 la. N'Golo Kante, ba la 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 la. Il est petit, il est gentil, il a stoppé les récits. Mais on sait tous c'est un tricheur, N'Golo Kante. N'Golo Kante, ba la la la. N'Golo Kante, ba la la la. Il est petit, il est gentil, il a stoppé les récits. Mais on sait tous c'est un tricheur, N'Golo Kante.
Hey, DJ N'Golo Kante, N'Golo Kante, la 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 la, N'Golo Kante, la 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 la.
He's the man of the hour, Chelsea's MVP in their title-winning Champions League campaign, and worthy of the 2021 Ballon d'Or. But above all, N'Golo Kante is the nicest dude in the world. Here are 7 stories that prove Kante is just built differently. Birthday. There's a question on everyone's mind when talking about Kante. Is he really the same type of person we see on TV? Can someone be as good a person as we've been told Kante is? N'Golo is one of the best hearts I know. He's a profile that doesn't exist anymore in football. He's just the same as what you guys see on the television. Brazilian player Felipe Saad is a former teammate of Kante, back from his days in League 2 with Caen. He tells the tale of the time he invited N'Golo to his birthday party. Kante arrived to the party looking ashamed and holding a box of chocolates. He apologized for the gift and said he didn't know what to get because he'd never been invited to a birthday party before. The image of Conte gifting a box of chocolates to a friend is enough to melt my heart. Trophy shy. We've heard Carles Puyol, another man everyone loves, explain why he kissed his armband in the Bernabeu to celebrate his goal against Real Madrid. I rarely score, I didn't know what to do. That could explain why Conte, a man who surprisingly started winning trophies with Leicester, is so reluctant to lift the fruits of his hard work. When Conte won the World Cup in 2018, he didn't want to lift the cup. It was Zanzi who basically forced the trophy into his hands and made him take a picture. After winning the Champions League, he saw every Chelsea player get their medal and kiss the UCL trophy. All but Conte, who nervously tapped it as if he felt it was improper for him to touch the cup. Conte is just that kind of guy. Then you have Zuma. We wonder, if France football awards him the Ballon d'Or, will Conte dare to touch it? Hello, stranger. Here we can see N'Golo acting as the guest of honor at a wedding. How nice. The thing is, he barely knew a person there. This was the wedding of Frank Halid's daughter. He is an avid Chelsea fan and a restaurant owner. The two knew each other through a mutual friend, and Frank outright asked N'Golo if he'd like to come to his daughter's wedding. At first, he refused due to his commitments with France. But after an unfortunate injury, N'Golo told Frank to save a seat for him. He stayed until the very end and was very kind to everyone. He signed autographs and took selfies with the guests. Arsenal fan Bull